Welcome to day 3 of Tour of Tasmania.
I have to fill the world in what happened. I'm sitting over there editing this, and then he calls me. And what had happened, young man?
I fell off my bike and broke my hand.
Moving on then. Today, stage 2 is Big Climb. No, so yeah, he went out for a ride yesterday afternoon. Beautiful ride, wasn't it?
Oh, stunning.
Yep. Looked like a 90. I haven't seen one of these since I was at school. And you weren't born. Well, thanks for all the comments last night. We'll get on to all those cool questions, especially the one, kilometres, hours, all that kind of stuff. We'll get on to that. But as I did, but this morning, oh, it's locked. This morning, guys, we are on a transfer day, so we're out of Launceston, and we are over to the start, and then from the finish line at the top of Poatina, we head to Devonport. So we base ourselves in Devonport for the rest of the week. So that means basically that these vehicles go to the top of Poatina, unpack the house, and kind of travel as a full unit today. And now with Robbie with one arm, you really pay, I mean, it sounds quite cynical, but you know what I mean, like you really need the helping guy, and now that he's down to one arm, poor old Al now has a little bit more on his shoulders, and the rest of us as well. Drag and fight section, then you got that downhill, and then there's the diable kick-off. I think we don't necessarily show our cards at that point, is my theory, because I think my gut feeling is that a couple of other teams are going to try and do the same thing.
Yes, as we were yesterday, would be ideal into the climb, but then
First.
oh
Yeah.
first, second,
But not trying to blow other guys away,
No,
just holding position.
basically
That's all.
as a position.
Just ride as fast as the people next to us.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
Because
I
the
think-
other teams need to come past slowly, and that's great.
So we'll do it effectively from the climb start proper, which is after the flat bit.
Yep.
There
Are we
is-
talking about like an informed lead out from? Remember that informed lead out at Mansfield?
No.
Yeah. Like,
Don't
I
do
can't
that.
do that.
No, don't do
basically.
that.
Because they only went for 10 minutes.
Yeah, I can't do that
Out of 40.
Yeah.
And then
So that's
after
good.
10
That's why I
minutes,
just wanted that cleared up, because I didn't want to like do these sort of 2-minute turns
no,
and blow ourselves to smithereens. Now, what happens when Dylan Sutherland attacks after 3 Ks of the climb? Do we try and go with?
No, he's not good.
well, again,
You can play that by ear, I guess.
yeah. So, we could say that as well. Best case, 3-4 go. I jump on. It's nice even pace. Cool. Worst case is we let them go. We don't see them, and they're through 3 minutes, and that's pretty bad.
But it depends. It depends on who it is, how strong they look when they do it,
Yeah.
how many people react, all those kinds of things. If you get Poatina,
Okay. Cut you off now. Kids. Just wanted to say, before we head down, get in the car and I'll talk to the lads out there, but you heard that chat, right? I'm really nervous about today. Not because, I'm scared or anything like that, but I genuinely think we have a massive opportunity. Even the way we're even talking about approaching this race today is something that, 2 or 3 months ago just is not something that we ever would have done. Look, even if we try and it's a complete unmitigated disaster, the fact that we're actually talking about it to have a go is kind of cool, I reckon. What I wanted this team to, this is a bit emotional, but you know what I mean? Like, it's a sign that the team has kind of grown and the individuals in this team now are mature enough to start thinking as a collective. Yeah, it's a big thing for me, as you know. Alright, car. Yesterday we were rode past a guy who was on a trainer. What do you reckon, about 30 k's to go on the stage, Robbie?
20? Yeah.
20 k's to go? And the bunch rolled past him and we were all together and we kind of saw him and just waved because we thought that was pretty cool, and chatted about it afterwards. And then old mate Bob's into the comments afterwards and says, oh, that was me on the side of the road. Thanks for waving. So that's well done. That's actually pretty cool, I have to say. Big question here is, will Alistair be getting a pie? That is the question. Will he be getting a pie?
Al, what do you want?
Just a long black.
Long
please.
black. And Benny?
Small long black. Thought I was going to
Getting steak and
Long black.
kidneys or a chicken steak and mushroom?
get. Yeah, I'll wait just to like.
I thought that might happen. So we've just ordered our coffees. Okay. Al's gone back up to the cash register. I guarantee you a steak and mushroom will be the result of this. NRS tip number 33. Put all your team coffee orders in a Facebook Messenger chat, and then that way every time you get to said coffee location, all the people do is log in to the Messenger chat and see the coffee order, instead of everyone going, oh, this, all of that. Just have your order and everyone knows it, okay? Mate, we're still going. 720 mil. There. Oh, there it is. It's in there. It's in
look
there.
at that.
It's in there. It's in there, boys. There's a steak and mushroom in there, I bet you.
Because people who are suited to the stage finish will get looked after, obviously.
Mark, super question about tactics. Luckily, we have a tactics expert here, Sam Bascombe, and he is going to give you the full rundown.
So we just have a look at how people went on the day before and who's targeting the event, and that kind of gives us a good idea of who's going to do well.
It was a useless explanation.
It was terrible.
Sorry, that's not bullying. There's no wrong answer. It's just sometimes they're not right.
Like, it's a matter of opinion, I guess, but Sam's opinion's wrong. Generally, what we do is we'd have a look at the stage profile first, so the map and sort of number of hills, that kind of thing, and then you have an idea of who the stage is suited to. You get an idea of an expectation of what the finish will be like. Then you obviously have how everyone's formed, basically. So you have people who are fitter than others, people who are stronger than others. Generally, what you'll have is the people who do the early work will be those who are slightly less fit, just because you can't really rely on them quite as much as the strong guys for the end. And the strong people who aren't suited to the finish will generally look after the strong person who is suited to the finish.
So that means you're basically the donkey today. How do you feel about that?
I feel alright.
Yeah,
70 cases.
70 Ks.
Pretty standard ride.
Still not an easy job.
Not an easy job. Very, very hard job. Tend to try and get here about an hour beforehand, regular sort of thing, especially for a longer stage. You don't need a massive warm-up or anything. Longford Primary School are here, so we're going to have a quick chat. Okay.
In stage one yesterday, the girls turned the Grindelwald stage.
All right, hi guys, welcome to the Spirit of Tasmania cycling
Very quick
tour.
presentations of the
It
jerseys.
is great
and
to
then
have
the
you
riders
here.
can go and
We've
do
got the
their
boys from
warm-up.
Nero Racing here to have a chat to you about all things cycling. Over to you guys.
Good morning, guys. How are you? Now, do any of you guys ride bikes to school? Nice one. Now, guys, today, do you know where we're racing? Yeah? Where are we headed?
The young rider.
Coatina. Now, have any of you guys been up there before? Yeah? Have you ridden your bikes up there before? You have? No, I didn't think so. Come on.
Moving on.
Motorbikes? Yeah. Any bits of advice, maybe? Go slow until the end?
Very good 2000.
Okay. What colour do you think that is? Bluey green, that's pretty close.
The idea is that the military in Italy had a lot of green, this kind of colour, so they ended up with sweat.
So this is one of our jerseys from last year. It's a little bit big maybe for you, so maybe you can grow into it or maybe give it to your mum or something like that. Yeah, it's awesome. Nice work, guys.
Short stage, 3 gels, 2 water bottles. There is wind, by the way. We hadn't talked about that. There is actually wind. So you will see me next time
at the finish line. Let's go. Let's do it.
You gonna be right?
How the boys looking?
Mate, that flat hurt me.
I know, but
Far out.
yeah, I know. A lot of juice getting consumed. Yeah.
Stitch up.
They all up the
boys
front?
doing right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
He did a quick wheel change, but it's just getting back on.
Oh, man.
The tempo was up when
50, 55.
I might be able to tell you here for a sec.
Michael Vink. Benny was in the group, like, just behind.
Not good. Not every day can be yesterday, hey? Okay, to run you quickly through that, guys. So we've hit the base of the climb, and I think every team had exactly the same plan that we came up with last night, which was go ahead and rip it. And there were some strong teams here who absolutely ripped it. To give you an idea, guys, the first 10 minutes of that climb, which is a half an hour climb, I was averaging 390 watts, which is probably around 6.5, 7 watts a kilo. Obviously, after those 10 minutes, I was tailed. This boy hung in there.
We had Benny in the second group, and I was just a bit off that group and kind of played around with the cars a little bit. So Chris and I were just talking about how it kind of mentally makes you feel a bit better. And then I had a whole group of other guys around me and just kind of rode with them because I knew they were strong.
Alex's basic. I'm really interested to see I'd love to know what numbers were you holding on the front? So basically, right, what happened is it turned into a race where there was no breakaway because it was all crosswinds. So every team just wanted position, right? So that means the fight for the kind of arrowhead is on, but it's on for the whole time. We basically just sacrificed him, and you sat on the front for 40 Ks. Like, what are you doing there?
Well, my wahoo died, so I have no idea what my numbers were. But nothing happened, so it was hurting.
Okay, look, guys, you obviously picked up that we were a bit sort of sooky at the top of the climb there. We didn't get the results that we wanted. There you go. That's pretty clear. Okay, and I think that sort of you appreciate the honesty of that sort of stuff. But I want to kind of go a bit broader than that with this and just say, so guys, to give you an example, okay, and I need reminding every now and again about how good these guys are that we're racing against and how good the NRS is and the standard that it really is, okay? So for the first 15 or actually 17 minutes of the climb today, I was doing about 6.2, 6.3 watts per kilo. And I was dropped. I was dropped like a stone. I'm sitting there, no, I don't race up hills to power, but I did once I was dropped off that initial group and I did flick onto that screen. And it hurt as much as I thought it hurt because that's what I was actually doing, if that makes sense to you. So, guys, I kind of would like to stress that from this is that, the guys that we're racing here, this is legitimately the highest level of racing in Australia, and it is that for a reason. I'm not going to turn this into the future of the NRS thing, but the standard of this racing is so bloody good. And sometimes you just need your ass kicked, and this needs to be said out loud, how good these guys are, okay? And that's to everyone. That's to all the teams. Like, the way that race was raced running into the climb, guys, it was frigging pro peloton stuff. Teams fighting for position, fighting for trains, getting themselves in position, organising themselves. The standard, the structure of that was just superb. Like, just coming back to specifics of today, so you know, those sort of numbers for me, I've basically done a new FTP test, a new FTP record today, and dropped. Benny's basically his power and his time from today, he's finished like 16th or 17th. He would have been just off the podium last year, and we had a headwind today up the climb. Need to be reminded every now and again how good these guys are, because they are elite supreme athletes, and that's who you are going up against, you know? The NRS, the guys who are watching this and you're in this peloton, like, they're the guys. They are superb athletes. They really are. You know? Like, if it was any other sport, man, I tell you what, they'd be friggin' lauded for how good they are. Okay. Mate, we were dropped on the climb today, Benny.
Oh, that was Sony.
What are you doing to us? Okay, I'm going to sign off with a couple of little bits and pieces, just quickly from this man. He's basically been our chef this week. Any particular kind of stuff that we tend to run? Or?
Easy, it has to be easy, because it's pretty much the last thing you feel like doing. Easy and serve all the purpose, nice and clean, nothing too crap, even though we just showed pictures of brownies.
So pretty simple carbs, pretty simple veggies, probably still staying away from fat stuff.
Yeah,
really.
We're not going to KFC.
No. Yeah.
Not today anyway.
Big juices of fat's probably the only thing we stay away from. Everything else we'll shovel down our faces. Things, I do just want to quickly say two things. Big congrats to Cam Roberts. We ride and race a good bit with Cam. His improvement in the last couple of months has just been, oh no, not months, that's not fair, like years, just been super steady, super regular, and now he's an elite climber. No two ways about it. To finish so well up today, you just can't fake that, which is fantastic. Good on him. Other one, quick shout out to Jay Vine. It's your birthday. Happy birthday. Happy 30th. Welcome to Masters Racing. And tomorrow, guys, we have reset. We have hit the reset button on it very quickly. You will see a different Neuro KOM racing tomorrow. See you tomorrow.